Hello, welcome to HITC Sport. Alright, I haven't done one of these since my hand was broken, which means I haven't done one of these since I did the Chelsea skit. That was strange.
Aim for the post. Again. Too good. That went in. Damn it! I wasn't supposed to go in. I'm better than you, John Terry. Yes!
I do enjoy making those Football Origin skits though, so if you want to see more of them, slap that like button and let me know. And also lads, big ask, but right, I'm hoping to squeeze it to 400,000 subscribers by Christmas. If you could slap that subscribe button, you would honest to God be my bestest friend of all time. Now anyway, let's crack on with the video. Manchester United have been linked with nearly every name under the goddamn sun. Just like the KSI and Logan Paul coverage, I'm getting sick of it. Every day is just clogging up my timeline. Whether it's those two in their battle to become the most nauseating YouTuber, or the newspapers linking Man United with every player who's ever breathed. Lads, there's other teams out there. I mean, do you really think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has a short list of every footballer who's ever had a pulse? Half these rumours are surely a load of rubbish. So let me just definitively end them here and now. Let's take a look at every player who's been linked to Manchester United in recent weeks and just grade how likely the transfer is, and considering United are on their cusp of mid-table football and just lost to a team consisting of 2 Longstaffs, I'm guessing not very for the good players. Emre Can 3 out of 10. Why the hell Manchester United want to sign Emre Can is beyond me. Have the club really fallen that far that they're now having to scrape out the gunk from underneath Juventus tyres, begging them to use their piece of trash? Christ above lads, if a player isn't deemed good enough to make a Champions League squad, then don't make him your marquee signing at Old Trafford. Also, I'm assuming Chan isn't a slimy rich and actually has a morsel of loyalty to his former clubs in his body. So no, I can't imagine he'll be betraying Liverpool like that. Not happening. Christian Eriksen 3 out of 10. Christian Eriksen is going to leave Tottenham on free, isn't he? Daniel Levy, you're usually so shrewd as a businessman. This time you should bury your head in a toilet bowl out of sheer goddamn shame. Why didn't you just sell in the summer? You'd have got about 100 million quid out of him. Now he's going to leave for less than a Freddo bar. Christ above. But anyway, moving from Spurs to Man United 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, it was a no-brainer. It was a great career move. Just ask Dimitar Berbatov. Now it's just a bit like swapping working down the tills at Mackie D's to scraping shit out of toilet bowls at KFC. Neither look particularly appealing. I think Eriksen will have better options than choosing to line out alongside Scott McTominay every goddamn week. I can only imagine if one of the top 2 in Spain show an interest. I mean, the only way you're turning down Barcelona for Manchester United right now is if you just had your first lobotomy. And even then you'd probably have more sense. Dwight McNeil 5 out of 10. This would just be embarrassing. Not only was it bad enough forking out 90 million quid for one formerly released Academy product, and then almost re-signing Michael Keane for 10 times what you sold him for, now apparently United are set to swallow their last morsel of dignity and self-respect to splash out £35 million on Dwight McNeil. Again, 5 years after tossing him out of the club like a piece of wet rubbish. Listen, alright, McNeil is a good prospect, well established at Burnley, but this would be like paying 50 quid for a pair of shoes that you'd toss in the bin back in 2014. It just makes absolutely no business sense. Paulo Dybala 0 out of 10. I'm sorry lads, but no. How is this man still being linked with the club? Were the journalists just asleep during the summer? He already turned you down back then. He seemed more interested in signing for Spurs, for the love of God. How do you think you still have a chance with him? You think if I asked out Jessica Alba only for her to tell me that, you know, she doesn't date men who look half dead? Look at these bags, I haven't showered for weeks. You think I'd still continue to harangue her with messages? Nah, I get the goddamn hint. I'm gonna say the same thing I say to Chris Hamill whenever he wants me to subscribe.
No means no.
Erling Haaland 7 out of 10. Erling Haaland. He's the fellow whose dad was nearly snapped in 2 by Roy Keane. This Leeds-born Norwegian striker, who thankfully was conceived before that tackle, he's actually a good prospect. I mean, he's only 20 and has already batted home 23 goals for Red Bull Salzburg this season. Lads, it's not even mid-November and the kid nearly has 20 goals to his name. It'll be interesting to see him snapped up at Man United purely for the fact that his dad was nearly executed on the goddamn pitch by one of the club's greatest ever captains. It'd be like Jack Grealish betraying his family heritage to declare for a country who colonised the nation of his grandparents. Christ, that got dark quickly. Sean Longstaff 3 out of 10. This one is 100% not happening. Newcastle have quoted Man United £50 million for Sean Longstaff. Yeah, he's a good player. But lads, considering the lad has less than 20 top flight starts to his name and was on the cusp of a move to League One just over a year ago, the only way Ed Woodward is paying that is with Monopoly money. I mean, Christ above, surely even he's not that goddamn insane. Declan Rice 8 out of 10. You know what, I can actually see this one happening. Yes, it probably costs about 40 to 50 million as well, but it pains me to say this. He is a good player. I mean, he has a heart made of concrete and a soul that doesn't exist. But he is a good player, and unlike ERIKSEN, he would be making a step up with this move, even if Man United have already lost to West Ham this season. James Maddison, 8 out of 10. This is a tough one, right? Because Leicester are probably going to finish above Man United this season, and could well end up in the top 4. Will James Maddison then want to leave for Manchester United? Yes. Yeah, I mean, Leicester, they were still a damn good team last season, but ask Harry Maguire. He didn't even think twice, he was gone in a flash. Maddison is a boyhood Man United fan. He looks like a man who craves the limelight. I know the club are in a state of limit, but still, it is Manchester United. You can bet for damn sure that for someone like Maddison, who would have grown up worshipping this club when they were winning Champions Leagues, you're damn right if he was offered to become a star player at Old Trafford, he would take it in a heartbeat. I have no doubt about that. Just whether United will snub up the cash. Just like how Southampton became Liverpool's feeder club, could Leicester become United's? John McGinn, 4 out of 10. Again, this one is not happening. Yeah, I know he comes with recommendations of Sir Alex Ferguson, and he even started scoring hat-tricks for his country, but no. He would cost upwards of 50 million quid, and he's not that good. Gareth Bale, 2 out of 10. Ha! What is this, 2014? Listen, I've always been a big fan of Gareth Bale. That except when he was a bang average left back tossing the cupboard under the stairs at White Hart Lane and threatened with loan moves to Nottingham Forest. The Real Madrid Bale is a stunning player, and he's being treated appallingly. But this is a man who was recently offered wages of £1 million a week. A week! I won't even make that in my entire life. Can you imagine what a 4-time Champions League winner is going to demand of Manchester United when they're struggling to make the Europa League? It's just insane. And not happening because it also goes against Solskjaer's method of wanting young players. So I don't know what the journalists are doing. Are they drinking their own piss? Is that it? Moussa Dembele, 5 out of 10. This one just would not make sense. Why get rid of Romelu Lukaku if you're just going to go out and sign a like-for-like replacement? And in this case, Moussa Dembele would be a massive downgrade. Kalidou Koulibaly, oh, just stop, lads, alright? This ship has sailed. It is not going to happen. Kalidou Koulibaly is going to be one of those players, a bit like Toby Alderweireld, who get linked with big blockbuster moves each and every year, and then it never happens. The lad is just 2 years off 30. Nobody is going to be paying 100 million quid for this man. So I'm guessing he's just going to have to make do with Napoli being the pinnacle of his career. I mean, it could be worse. Sitting in a dusty shoebox shouting about Paul McShane for the rest of my life. This is my pinnacle. Can you imagine what was mine at dear? Bruno Fernandes, 8 out of 10. This one could happen. Both Spurs and United were battling to sign this guy from Sporting Lisbon in the summer. He seemed keen to move. Yeah, I can actually see this one coming off. Jadon Sancho, 5 out of 10. Again, nah. Listen, I'm not saying Jadon Sancho will never sign for Manchester United, but you need to get your shit together before even attempting it. It's like going on a Tinder date. At least have a wash first. Scrub the dead pigeon out of your mouth. Put on a pair of shoes. Do not lead with anecdotes about the menstrual cycle of dead cats. I learned that one the hard way. You really think Sancho, one of the most promising footballers in world football, is going to be happy signing for a club that happily spends 50 million quid on someone called Fred? Lads! Also, look at the last 2 players Man United signed from Borussia Dortmund. Clearly, they do not have the best of luck. Nathan Collins, 3 out of 10. I can't imagine a more anticlimactic purchase than this. Nathan Collins is an 18-year-old centre-back trapped at the foot of the championship with Stoke. Daniel James was initially seen as quite underwhelming when he arrived from Swansea. Dragging in a teenager on the cusp of League One, that is enough to make half the United fan base drown themselves in a bucket of petrol. Toni KROOS, 2 out of 10. Lads, you've been trying to sign him since 2013. He's not going to come. Which is what you could also say about Susan Boyle's lever. Will the Toni KROOS rumours please just die a death? It's like the 5-year Willy Won't-He saga Wesley Schneider. It's not gonna happen. Samuel Umtiti, 3 out of 10. I don't know why Man United think they're in any position to sign Samuel Umtiti. Lads, no, get back in the Champions League and maybe then we'll talk. This is a 25-year-old World Cup winner off the back of 5 trophies for Barcelona. On what stratosphere in a dog's hiccup would he ever be contemplating partnering Phil Jones in defence? I mean, come on. And yeah, I'm well aware Phil Jones doesn't start every week, but still. He's still bad enough he's at the club. ZLATAN IBRAHIMOVIC, 2 out of 10. No, he's not coming back. Even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said he doesn't want him back. So why do these rumours persist? Lads, forget the name, alright? Forget the legend that is ZLATAN. Let's look at facts and reality. Do you really want to be going head for head with Bologna and Perth Glory for the signature of a 38-year-old who just lost an MLS MVP award to Carlos Vela? I mean, come on. I should hope not, for the love of God. Anyway, there we go. No, my hand is still, gotta stop slapping. Anyway, I've just run through a list of, can this please end the endless stream of random players being linked with Man United every other week? I want to see some other things on my timeline, alright? So hopefully I've dispelled a few myths. I mean, there might be a few angry Man United fans considering I've just spent the whole video bashing your club, but lads, even you must see, your reflection at the minute, it's pretty damn ugly. Anyway, listen lads, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. On that road to 400k, be part of the journey. That sounded really cringe. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a blah blah blah. And as always, I'll talk to you in a while.